Those body shots.
Viking Sundell in the ring punches. And this.
At just 17 years old, Smilla Sundell has become the scariest fighter in Muay Thai. Now this Swedish teenager is ready to take over MMA, and nobody is prepared for what's coming.
My problem is that I don't get enough fights.
Before we get into it, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the Band-Aid Battalion MMA, and join our awesome fight family.
I like that people look up to me, and that makes me motivated.
So now, let's dive into the incredible story of the most exciting young fighter in the world.
Those body shots.
Viking Sundell in the ring punches.
Born in Sweden in 2004, Smilla wasn't like other kids. While most 5-year-olds were playing with toys, little Smilla was already learning karate. There was something special about her from the very beginning. When her family moved to Thailand, 12-year-old Smilla tried Muay Thai for the first time. It was love at first punch. This wasn't just a hobby for her. It was like she was born to fight. Within just 3 years, this tall Swedish girl had won an amazing 24 fights against local Thai fighters. That's right, a foreign teenager was beating experienced fighters in Thailand, the birthplace of Muay Thai.
Fights, I started kind of liking it after I won fights.
Then came a huge moment in Smilla's life. Her parents wanted to move back to Sweden, but they saw their daughter had a rare talent. So they made an unusual choice. They let their 15-year-old daughter stay alone in Thailand to continue fighting at the famous Fairtex gym in Pattaya. The decision made perfect sense to Smilla. She had finished school, and the choice was clear: return to Sweden or continue her fighting journey in Thailand. For someone with her extraordinary talent and passion, there was only one real option. Once she was on her own, Smilla turned into a fighting machine. Week after week, she would step into the ring and beat grown women with her amazing skills. While she didn't have knockout power in her hands yet, she made up for it with her clinch fighting, grabbing opponents, controlling them, and landing devastating knee strikes. Soon, she ran out of people willing to fight her in southern Thailand. The situation became almost comical. A teenage foreigner had defeated so many local fighters that new challengers were hard to find. Over the next 9 months, Smilla demolished one good fighter after another. People started calling her the Hurricane because of how she would sweep through her opponents with unstoppable force. Her amazing wins caught the attention of One Championship, the biggest fighting organization in Asia. They quickly signed the 16-year-old phenomenon to a contract. But many wondered, could a teenager really compete against the best professional fighters in the world? In February 2022, Smilla made her One Championship debut against Australia's Deandra Martin. Outside the ring, with her bright smile and blonde hair, Smilla looked like a normal teenager who should be hanging out with friends. But when the fight started, she transformed completely. The sweet teenager disappeared, replaced by a cold, calculating fighter.
Sundel's got a really strong clinch, and the way she's able to control.
Using her height and reach advantage, Smilla hammered Martin with perfect jabs, powerful combinations, and relentless pressure.
Diandra, though, being forced back again, and Smilla puts that fight.
Even after taking a hard punch, Smilla didn't back down. She only fought harder. After knocking Martin down twice, it was clear to everyone watching. This wasn't just another talented kid. This was something special.
And it's going to be another chance. Oh, second knockdown.
The commentators couldn't believe what they were seeing. A 17-year-old was dominating a grown professional fighter with ease. It was unprecedented. Smilla's first fight was so impressive that One Championship immediately gave her a title shot.
Smilla Sundell in the corners of Diandra. You've got to return.
That's it.
In April 2022, she faced Jackie Buntan from the Philippines, an experienced fighter known for her amazing boxing skills.
Damage from Buntan. You see it on the face, and down goes
Buntan came prepared with a plan to beat Smilla's jab by countering with quick punches.
Combination work from Jackie.
For a moment, it looked like the teenager might have met her match. Then something amazing happened. Smilla figured out Buntan's strategy during the fight and changed her approach. She started landing perfect straight punches and gradually took control of the fight.
Smilla with the heavy artillery.
For 5 tough rounds, the 17-year-old dominated the veteran fighter. By the end, Buntan's face was badly damaged from Smilla's precise strikes. When it was over, Smilla Sundell had made history as the youngest champion ever in one championship. Her reaction showed her humble nature. She was overwhelmed with happiness, having achieved her biggest dream. But this was just the beginning of her incredible journey. By fall 2023, Smilla had grown even more dangerous as a fighter.
Keep fighting. And then they say, we'll see you tomorrow.
Her next big test came against Alicia Rodriguez, herself a champion in a lighter weight class. The Brazilian was known for knocking out opponents with her powerful left hook. From the opening bell, both women came out swinging hard punches. Unlike Smilla's previous opponents who couldn't handle her pressure, Rodriguez stood her ground and fired back with powerful shots. What followed was an amazing battle. Rodriguez landed her famous left hook, but Smilla wasn't fazed. Instead, she fired back with her own hook that made Rodriguez's knees buckle. In the second round, Smilla unleashed her full arsenal. Her combinations came non-stop: punches, elbows, knees, overwhelming Rodriguez despite her courage and skill. The end came at the 9-minute mark when Smilla landed a series of devastating body shots that crumpled her opponent.
Those body shots.
Viking Sundell in a rain punches, and this one is over.
Even after this dominant win, the perfectionist champion wasn't completely satisfied. She acknowledged her tendency to start slow in fights, something she was working to improve. Despite starting with a bang and hurting Rodriguez early, Smilla still felt she could have performed better. For her amazing performance, Smilla received a $50,000 bonus from One Championship CEO Chatri Sityoddtong, a well-deserved reward for her incredible fighting skills. After returning to Sweden for a vacation with her family, Smilla decided to try her hand at kickboxing, a fighting style similar to Muay Thai, but with some important differences. In kickboxing, fighters can't use elbows or clinch for long periods, and they wear bigger gloves. Against Milana Beerlager, who had an impressive record of 45 wins and 7 losses, many thought Smilla might struggle with the new rules. Instead, she immediately took control of the fight, showing she could adapt to different fighting styles with ease. Smilla dominated the entire fight and won by a clear decision. But she wasn't entirely happy with the kickboxing rules. The restrictions on elbows and clinching felt limiting to someone who had mastered the full arsenal of Muay Thai weapons. She believed she could have finished her opponent if allowed to use her complete skill set. This hunger to use her full fighting skills would be satisfied in her next big challenge. By May 2024, 19-year-old Smilla had established herself as a dominant champion. But ahead loomed her toughest challenge yet. Natalia Ditcheva, a Russian striking expert with multiple world championships and rare knockout power for a female fighter. Adding drama to the fight, Smilla, still growing taller, missed the weight limit by 1.5 pounds. This meant she lost her championship title before even stepping into the ring. When the fight started, Ditcheva's speed advantage was clear. She moved quickly, managing distance well and landing clean punches on Smilla. For the first time in her one championship career, the Swedish fighter looked like she might be in trouble. But champions are defined by how they handle tough moments. Gradually, Smilla started figuring out Ditcheva timing and movement. She began cutting off the ring, eventually trapping the Russian against the ropes. Then came the turning point, a perfectly placed body punch that visibly hurt Ditcheva, creating the opening for Smilla to finish the fight with a flurry of unstoppable strikes. Even in her most challenging fight, Smilla showed why she's special. She stayed calm under pressure, made smart adjustments during the fight, and finished with devastating precision when she saw her opportunity. After the Ditcheva fight, Smilla faced a reality. Her growing body was making it harder to make the weight limit for her division. With no heavier women's division in One Championship's Muay Thai, she made a bold decision to move to mixed martial arts. MMA combines striking with wrestling and submissions on the ground, skills Smilla would need to learn from scratch. Throughout 2025, she dedicated herself to developing these new abilities, showing the same natural talent that made her a Muay Thai champion. Impressively, she even won 3 grappling tournaments against experienced ground fighters, proving she could adapt to the new aspects of MMA with remarkable speed. Her MMA debut was scheduled for December 2025 at a UFC Fight Pass event, a big platform for her first cage fight. Unfortunately, her opponent pulled out the day before the fight, postponing Smilla's MMA debut. Now, the fighting world eagerly awaits her first appearance in the cage. History shows that fighters with a strong Muay Thai background often do very well in women's MMA. Just look at UFC champion Valentina Shevchenko, rising star Dakota Ditcheva, and former UFC champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk. All came from striking backgrounds similar to Smilla's. What makes Smilla different is her unique combination of youth, experience, and proven ability to adapt. By age 20, she had already conquered the elite Muay Thai division, becoming the youngest champion in ONE history and successfully defending her title against the best strikers in the world. This is simply unheard of in combat sports. While most fighters are just starting their professional careers at 20, Smilla has already mastered one combat sport at the highest level. When she finally steps into the MMA cage, we'll see the next chapter in the story of this amazing fighting talent. The hurricane that tore through the Muay Thai world is about to hit MMA, and based on what we've seen so far, no one is ready for the storm that's coming. What makes Smilla Sundell's story so fascinating isn't just her fighting skills, it's everything about her journey. Imagine a blonde Swedish teenager moving alone to Thailand at 15, immersing herself in a completely different culture, and then beating the very best at their national sport. Behind the scenes, Smilla Sundell has shown remarkable maturity for someone so young. She even learned to speak Thai fluently, though she keeps that ability secret. Her shyness about speaking Thai reveals the duality of her character, ferocious in the ring, but humble and reserved outside it. During interviews, she often relies on translators despite understanding everything perfectly, a small detail that speaks volumes about her modest nature. This contrast makes her such an intriguing figure in combat sports. The teenager who demolishes opponents with clinical precision transforms into a soft-spoken, almost shy individual when the gloves come off. Her post-fight interviews showcase a young woman who deflects praise and credits her success to her trainers and partners rather than her own exceptional talents. Even after historic championship victories,
Had one strawweight Muay Thai champion of the world, Smilla Sundell.
her celebrations remain refreshingly understated. A quick smile, a humble thank you,
Oh my God. Oh, thank you.
then back to thoughts of improvement. At Fairtex Gym in Pattaya, Thailand, Smilla regularly trains alongside elite male fighters like Tawanchai PK.Saenchai, one of the most technically brilliant strikers in the world. During these sessions, she neither backs down nor approaches them with arrogance. Instead, she displays that perfect balance of confidence and humility, holding her own while remaining receptive to guidance. This training environment has accelerated her development, exposing her to techniques and pressure that few female fighters ever experience. Her parents' decision to let her pursue her dream in Thailand alone, while unconventional, has clearly paid off. They recognized something special in their daughter that most parents might have missed or been afraid to nurture.
They saw that I had potential.
Their willingness to support her unusual path shows remarkable insight. They saw in Smilla a rare combination of natural talent, mental toughness, and unwavering determination that comes along perhaps once in a generation. The results speak for themselves.
I got 2 belts in some way, like stadium belt, and then I have 1 championship belt.
By age 17, she had already accomplished what most fighters never achieve in a lifetime.
Your winner by unanimous decision, Smilla Sundell!
'
No surprise there.
becoming the youngest world champion in one championship history.
Champion of the world, Smilla Sundell.
Her title-winning performance against Jackie Buntan showcased her tactical intelligence, adapting mid-fight to counter Buntan's strategy.
On the inside, Smilla trying to pull the head down maybe for the rising knee. Throws it into the rear.
With precision striking that gradually broke down her experienced opponent. At just 20 years old, Smilla Sundell stands at a crossroads in her fighting career. Having conquered Muay Thai at its highest level, she now faces the exciting challenge of testing herself in the more complex world of mixed martial arts. This transition requires mastering entirely new skill sets. Wrestling, takedown defense, submission grappling, disciplines fundamentally different from her striking base. The transition won't be easy. Many Muay Thai specialists have struggled with the ground aspects of MMA. The controlled chaos of wrestling exchanges and the technical puzzle of submission grappling represent steep learning curves. Yet Smilla's early forays into grappling tournaments have shown promising results, suggesting her fighting intelligence translates across disciplines. What makes her journey particularly compelling is the timing. Women's MMA is experiencing unprecedented growth, with female fighters now headlining major events and commanding audiences and paydays once unimaginable. The blueprint for striking specialists succeeding in MMA exists. Valentina Shevchenko, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, and Rose Namajunas all came from striking backgrounds before capturing UFC championships. Smilla's head start in elite competition provides a psychological edge that could prove decisive in MMA. While most fighters her age are still developing fundamentals, she's already tested herself against world-class opposition. This experience facing adversity at the highest level creates a mental fortitude that can't be taught. It must be earned through fire. Dakota Ditcheva's rapid rise in PFL offers another parallel. Like Smilla, Ditcheva transitioned from a Muay Thai background and has quickly established herself as one of MMA's most promising prospects. Smilla's credentials, however, exceed even Ditcheva's accomplished striking resume. The Viking Hurricane is still gathering strength. Her greatest victories may still lie ahead as she embraces this new challenge. The qualities that propelled her unprecedented rise in Muay Thai, extraordinary physical gifts, technical brilliance, tactical intelligence, and uncommon mental resilience, provide the foundation for potential MMA greatness. When Smilla finally makes her MMA debut, fight fans around the world will witness what could be the birth of combat sport's next transcendent superstar. A humble Swedish hurricane ready to take the MMA world by storm, carrying with her the techniques of Thailand and the fighting spirit that has already made her a legend at an age when most athletes are just beginning their journey. If this incredible story of fighting brilliance got you excited, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the Band-Aid Battalion MMA, and turn on notifications so you don't miss Smilla Sundell's historic MMA debut. The teenage fighting queen is just getting started.